ask him how he was, but he just vanished.
I thought you were gonna stay on the menu. Fucking typing a response, and you're all like, let's continue the game!
Let's keep going.
See you on the island.
Okay, well, now that we're not disconnected, where did I leave off? Can you remind me? Because I was trying to type a response to this guy.
You were talking about... I don't know.
Anyways, they criticized me on what's on my... whatever. And,
yeah.
They're like, okay, well, after I kept shooting them down, because I was like, I don't want Assassin's Creed Black Flag. I don't want any games right now. I want money. And, they're like, okay, well,
have money.
They left off with one of the remarks that made me just like instantly hate this guy. They're like, well, if you're ever doing free art, let me know. I was like,
damn, they're closed.
And I was like, mental note, never let this guy know I'm doing free art.
Ah, hell, look at this.
Ever.
Looks like that's a go.
And, okay, so this is back in November. Skip, maybe October.
She had
but anyways,
been dead
skip
for
ahead to like
3 years
December.
when she first came for
and
me.
The guy is all like,
she destroyed
hey,
them with the raw edge.
They're talking about Tales from the Borderlands because it came out finally. And they're like, oh man, I'm playing it, but man, is it a disappointment. It's not like the other Borderlands. I was like, well, yeah, it's because it's Telltale. It's a Telltale game that they don't really do, you know, Borderlands FPS style. It's more story-driven narrative. And they're like, oh, wait, you don't have Tales of Borderlands, huh? I'm like, okay, I know this is going. And,
oh boy.
They're like, oh man, I can get you Tales from Borderlands. And he's just like, but just so you know, it's not as good as the original Borderlands games. And I'm like, well, I mean, it's a Telltale game. I think it's gonna be good either way because their story stuff has gotten a lot better exponentially. And they're like, oh, well, I mean, do you want it? And I was like, well, no. And they're like, but it's Borderlands. And I was like, so? And they're like, well, I thought you really liked Borderlands. I was like, I do. But I don't want the game right now. And he's like, this comes back to the commission. I was like, of course it does.
It's all coming full circle.
That's how I felt. I felt like that gun in the wall. I was like, ah! And, I was like, okay, well, whatever. And they're just like, okay, well, I can pay you. And I was like, okay. But again, as I said, like, you know, if it doesn't help put food on the table or, like, help get my cats fed or keep a roof over my head, I'm not gonna accept it. So, you know, no video game payments. And then they message me. They go like, I can pay you $2.
$2.
And I'm all like, so I just type in all caps, LOL. And they're all
sarcasm.
Like, and then they go, I'm being serious. And then I just go, LMAO. And they just message back, okay, can we cut out the pretentiousness? And I'm just like, this isn't me being pretentious. This is me being tired of you trying to cut me out of receiving money for my time and effort in doing, you know, art for something you're interested in. And so I'm all like, if you can't respect my prices and the fact that I live off of doing my art at the moment, then don't ever message me again. Like, I literally told this guy that if you cannot respect my prices and the condition of my living situation right now, don't message me again. Find someone else to do your commission, because I'm not going to do it for someone who is obviously being very disrespectful.
Yeah. Which, yeah. I mean, yeah, you shouldn't take that kind of crap.
And, they took a moment, and they're all like, okay.
Okay.
And, I kind of just debated deleting this person off my friends list. I was like, whatever. And I'm lazy. I'm a very lazy person, by the way. So I didn't do it. It's my birthday, and this person messages me. And they go, how much for pay for art? I finally got $25. I'm not trying to be a bastard. I'm being honest. And they are now set to away. I was going to reply with, that should be enough. Though, can I honestly deal with this, like, tomorrow or the next day? I promise I'm not trying to be, like, mean or anything this time. Just that
This time.
just that, look, it's my birthday and I don't want to deal with this. Like, I already don't like you. I'm probably not gonna leave in that part, but just admittedly, I don't like them. I don't want to deal with them today. It is my day today. I was like, I'm already pretty upset with the way things have gone this week. For any fans of Rooster Teeth out there, I'm sure they're well aware, and me being an artist, Monty Ohm was a very big inspiration for me. So again, another reason I don't want to deal with this guy right now.
Right.
I just kind of want to celebrate my birthday and kind of grieve in peace, if that's alright. And yeah, I sound kind of cheerful, and I kind of have to kind of help balance out Bren's videos. Because if I don't do it, he's not gonna do it. But
it's just your coping mechanism.
At the moment, yes. Though I'm a fucking wreck. Bren has been with me. He can tell you just as much. I've been watching like some tribute videos. I actually just got up to speed with the RT podcast dedicated to Monty, and I guess now that it's up, I guess go ahead and share like why. Like, I've been kind of holding off. I kind of didn't want to talk about it during your recording. I'm kind of sorry. Just this guy brought it up. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. But God, Monty Ohm. Just remember a lot of his stuff since before he was part of Rooster Teeth, like fucking Haloid, Dead Fantasy, and you know, a lot of that other stuff. And like how he creates his own custom models for a lot of that, and he just was so precise.
Yeah.
Just very precise in what he did, very meticulous, and a lot of his work ethic. And I got to meet him at Rooster, like RTX, 2K13, and that was a really special moment for me. I would actually have to walk the floor all by myself because Bren didn't have a badge, so we just kind of like traded badges every now and again. And I had been waiting a long time to get the Red versus Blue, the greatest moments of Red versus Blue from seasons 1 through 6 or 7. I don't. It's somewhere on my shelf. I was attempting to get every member's signature from Rooster Teeth on that thing, as well as a special dollar of mine signed.
Did you get Monty's signature?
I did get Monty's signature. I got Monty's signature on 3 things. One thing I sent to somebody who did not get to make it to RTX, but really wanted like RTX merchandise. Right. So I ended up sending them a couple of things, as well as my badge, which had been signed by a number of Rooster Teeth staff members. And God, I got to talk to Monty 2 different times. One one time you were with me, and that time he was preoccupied with something, but the one time I did get to actually trade more words with him, I had actually been talking about just a lot of the things I mentioned already, like his Haloid, his Dead Fantasy, and how happy I was for him working with Rooster Teeth and helping out with RVP, and now releasing Ruby. Releasing Ruby.
Morrison, God
Don't know if
rest
the
his soul,
audio cut
said
out
they were
then.
gonna get this Alma's DNA. From what I can see, the facility is divided into 3 levels. One for basic research.
Yeah,
The
this
next
is
level
the
down
guy
where
that did
production occurred.
Haloid
The final level was a kind of vault.
and Dead
You'll need to
Fantasy,
get
and
to
these
the
are
vault.
2 fan-made animations I really liked. I was very impressed with them because, you know, on YouTube back then, these are not things you saw often. This is before the time of like Miku Miku Dance,
Right.
where everybody's like getting their grubby little mitts on it, and you know, like, oh man, I can totally animate the Miku Miku Dance stuff. But I mean, Monty is like just on a tier of his own. He doesn't need no fucking Miku Miku Dance. He never needed it. He would never need such a thing, because
Right.
he's fucking Monty O. And I remember finding some of his stuff uploaded to like DA and stuff, where he had some of his Dead Fantasy models uploaded and stuff, and I was just impressed because this guy, he didn't even use like the official, like he didn't use ripped models or anything. These are just models he
Made himself.
he made himself. He made and perfected himself, and you know, that to me is really impressive, especially like when you see all these other people taking like the ripping mods from games and stuff, like having the know-how to be able to do that. But no, fucking Monty, he just go out there and do it himself. And getting to discuss like a little bit with Ruby, I was very starstruck, I guess you could say. Like, I definitely had a lot of fangirl moments.
Yeah.
That I'm pretty good about suppressing. Bren can vouch for me on that one. But I mean, just to be able to like talk to somebody who's been such a great inspiration. Like, I never had the chance to tell him, you know, how much he meant